Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will be talking about a few items that you can currently invest in order to make a lot of profits. So I'm sure that all of you are aware that this week there was the Nobblegarden event that was up. This is an holiday that takes place once a year. And this holiday just ended today. So basically it means that all the different items that you were able to farm during this week won't be available anymore, or at least you won't be able to farm them anymore. You will have to wait next year in order to be able to get some of these items through the event. Of course, a lot of these items can be found on the auction house, and so right now, again, as you can imagine, there are a lot of these items up on the auction house, and some of them are extremely cheap, simply because a lot of people are trying to sell them, and so as a result, on some realms, the value is extremely low. So right now is the perfect moment for you to invest in some of these items and to then wait maybe a few weeks in order to sell them for a better price. The first item I will mention is of course the mount that you can get during this holiday. This is a Swift Springstrider. So this mount is pretty easy to get, so it's never going to get super expensive on the auction house, but still right now you can really find some of these mounts for a very, very cheap price on many different realms. And so right now is the perfect moment to invest in these different mounts. So as you can see on European realms, you have some realms where it's less than 10k gold, which is extremely cheap. And then it's the same with US realms where some are even selling it for 6,000 gold. So if you want to make sure that you won't invest in an item that unfortunately won't get a lot of value later on in the year, what you can do is visit this website right here, the Undermine Journal. And then you want to go on your region and on your realm. So here, as you can see, you will have a list with all the different realms available for each region. So select your realm and then you want to go and visit the page for this specific mount. And here you will have some very interesting information that will help you make a more clear decision. So as you can see on this realm, for instance, the mount is selling for 7,000 gold. And if you go just here in the daily summary and you click on 1 year, you will be able to see what was the value for this specific item all year long. So here, as you can see, this mount was definitely selling for around 20k gold most of the time all year long. So definitely, I think it's a safe bet to say that 7,000 gold is a good investment because you will most likely sell it for a profit. But in any case, you won't really lose any gold if you invest in this item. And you can do that on every different realms. And like that, you won't lose some gold just by investing in an item that unfortunately won't get a lot of value later on in the year. Here, as you can see on this realm, it's exactly the same. 14,000 gold at the moment, and all year long, it's selling for on average 50 or like more thousand gold. So definitely you will be able to make quite a lot of gold if you decide to invest in this item right now. After that, of course, we also have the Nobblegarden Bunny. So this is one of the pets that you can get during this event. This one is not super interesting, but you can still manage to find some pretty good deals. Again, for this one, I wouldn't really recommend to invest if there is anything more than like 5 or 6,000 gold. But it's really up to you to see on your realm what is the value. And if you find a very cheap auction, maybe decide to invest in. Just keep in mind, pets are very slow to sell. So this is always something that will take some time to sell. And finally, there is one last item that is going to be extremely interesting and that I'm sure you will be able to make a lot of gold with. This item is the black Tuxedo pants. As you can see, this is a cosmetic items and this is a BOE item. So this item has a few different versions, but only this one is really interesting. You can of course get the same version that is available only during the Nobblegarden event. And as you can see, this one is a green binds when picked up cosmetic item. And then you also have this one right here, the Tuxedo pants, but this one can be crafted, but it's only for clove players. So if you're playing on a character that can wear plate, mail, or leather, you will need to use either this one right here or this one right here. And again, this one can only be obtained during the Nobblegarden event. So right now, if anyone missed the event and they want to collect this appearance, they will have to use this BOE cosmetic item instead. And this item has been removed from the game for quite some time. You were able to get it when opening some of these colored eggs, but now it's not something that you can get anymore. And so only the ones that were already farmed before they were removed from the game are still available on the auction house. And so, as you can imagine, you can sell them for quite a lot of gold. So right now on European realms, this one sells for on average for 42 to 120,000 gold, and on US realms for 15 to 72,000 gold. And trust me, they do sell for a lot of gold and pretty easily. So as a lot of people who are selling these BOE cosmetic items kind of panicked a little bit with the Nobblegarden event simply because you were able to get this item instead pretty easily, and they just thought that probably no one would ever then consider spending some gold on this other version. They decided to sell all these different items for a very cheap price, and so right now on many runs you can find them for a very, very cheap price. Anything less than 10,000 gold on European realms for me is something you can definitely invest in. Even anything less than 15,000 gold, I would say, is still very interesting. And then on US realms, I would say anything less than, again, 10,000 gold is going to be good. But especially here, as you can see, a lot of these are for less than 5,000 gold. And all of these are definitely worth investing in. Keep in mind, again, the reason why some people will spend a lot of gold on this item is simply because if they want to collect disappearance and they're not playing on a clove character, they will have to use this cosmetic item if they missed the event and were not able to get this green binds when picked up item. So just to show you, for instance, on this realm, as you can see, I was able to sell a few for quite a lot of gold. One of them even sold for 200k gold, and I'm selling some of these Tuxedo pants on many different realms. And they always sell. Sometimes it's for less than that. I think the lowest I'm selling these for is 40k gold. But still, as you can buy them on many realms for 2,000 gold or like 4,000 gold, it's still a big profit, and these items sell really, really well. If you look, for instance, at the Sellrate here, you see it's 0.272, so 27, which is extremely, extremely good. So really, my main recommendation is for you to try and find some of these items for a very cheap price, invest in them, and then you will be able most likely to sell them later in the year for a big, big profit. And keep in mind, you want to invest in the one that has cosmetic here and not the one that is a cloth armor pieces. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you will be able to make a lot of gold with all these different items. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos. And in the meantime, I wish you all a great start of the week. Bye!